What is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. Today, this is May 28th, is the official release of the new VOLIBEAR rework to League of Legends. This is patch 10.11. This is very, very exciting. We've been hearing a lot about the VOLIBEAR recently. We've seen him on PB, seen a lot of stuff hyping him up, and now he is officially out for us to get our hands on, see what he's like. And in this video today, we're just going to be running through all of his abilities, different rune page ideas, item ideas, all of that stuff, so you can know what's going on when you hop into your first game on Summoner's Rift as VOLIBEAR. I'll definitely be posting some gameplay and stuff later on today, or later on this week and stuff as well, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed, so you can stay updated on my latest content so you don't miss out on any of that stuff. That being said, here we go, getting right into this VOLIBEAR guide, breakdown, spotlight, whatever you want to call it. So first up, we're just going to start by running through his abilities, because even though we did this on the PvE, stuff can change from the PvE to the live server. So first up, his passive, VOLIBEAR gains 5% attack speed whenever he deals damage, which stacks up to 5 times, and lightning claws at 5 stacks. VOLIBEAR's claws ignite with lightning, causing his basic attacks to deal bonus magic damage to the 5 closest enemies. VOLIBEAR must deal damage within 6 seconds to maintain this effect. So we can see what that looks like real quick. We can actually spawn another enemy dummy. So we're going to start auto attacking. You have to auto attack up to 5 times so we can see this go off. And here is the 5th one, and then you can see the lightning start spreading over to the other dummies as well. So that is kind of his old ultimate and stuff just put into his passive, which is pretty cool, and it looks pretty interesting. Next up, we have VOLIBEAR's Q, which is Thundering Smash. VOLIBEAR gains 10% movement speed for 4 seconds, or 20% towards enemy champions, so it's like Ghost a little bit, and the ability to move through units, which is going to be so nice. Everyone knows how annoying minion block can be. While active, VOLIBEAR's next basic attack deals bonus damage and stuns a target for 1 second. VOLIBEAR becomes enraged if an enemy immobilizes him before he stuns a target, resetting this ability and its cooldown. That's actually pretty huge. That prevents VOLIBEAR from being as kiteable in the late game and stuff. That's going to be actually a really big improvement to a melee champion that just needs to run at you like VOLIBEAR. So that is actually pretty interesting part of his Q there. Here is what his Q looks like again. You can see here's his Q, and then as we start running towards someone, we get the increased movement, and then we get the stun. Looks pretty interesting, pretty cool. It's not the throw as before, it's not a knock up anymore, but it is a stun. Should be pretty interesting. Not going to be as strong probably because it's not a displacement where you can like throw them and put their carries where they don't want to be and stuff, but just a little something different. Here's VOLIBEAR's W, Frenzied Maul. VOLIBEAR mauls an enemy, dealing physical damage, applying on-hit effect, and wounding the target for 8 seconds. If Frenzied Maul is used on a wounded target, its damage is increased by 50%, and VOLIBEAR stores 20 health plus 8% of his missing health. I can't talk. And that is 50% effective against minions. So let's see what that looks like. His W is just a click on auto, and then now this guy is mauled. And once we W him again, that time it does increase damage, and it would have healed us as well if we were missing health. So that's pretty interesting. A little more reliable than his old W. Obviously, you don't have to stack it up and then auto. You just get a straight W, and then you can W them again. It's a really short cooldown, only 5 seconds. And again, they're mauled for 8 seconds, so you are always going to have the opportunity to W them twice. That's going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be pretty strong in extended trades and stuff. Next up, VOLIBEAR's E. This is Skysplitter. After a delay, VOLIBEAR summons a lightning bolt at a target location. This deals magic damage and slows the enemy 40% for 2 seconds. Damage against non-champions is capped at 100. If VOLIBEAR is inside the blast zone, he gains a shield equal to 50% of his maximum health. Alright, so we are going to reset cooldowns here just so we can show this thing off. So here's what his E looks like. There's the range of it. There's the zone. We can do that. And it's going to do some damage after time. It actually takes longer than I thought to cast. And then if we are inside the circle, we can see there that we actually get a pretty sizable shield. Looks like maybe 200 HP shield, 150 HP shield. Pretty big, pretty impressive. Now, next up is VOLIBEAR's ultimate. This is probably the craziest ability in his whole kit. This is Stormbringer. VOLIBEAR transforms and leaps toward a target location, gaining 200 health, 50 attack range, and the ability to move through units for the next 12 seconds. Again, that is also very important. Upon landing, nearby enemy towers are disabled for 2 seconds and suffer physical damage. Nearby enemies are slowed by 50%, decaying over 1 second. Enemies directly underneath VOLIBEAR suffer physical damage as well. So let's see what that looks like. Here is the range on that ability. Not super long range, nothing crazy, but we can see he just gets a little jump. Actually makes him pretty mobile, and then you just turn into this giant VOLIBEAR monster, which looks so sick. He looks so cool. Then you can use all your other abilities and stuff and just go off. And then we're going to teleport over to mid lane. We're going to see what this looks like on a tower. Tower is disabled for, I believe it said 2 seconds, and we can just go to town on it. We are going to die here. Nope. All right, then we're going to TP into the base, and I'm going to show you guys that you can actually I'm going to want to auto refresh my HP here. You can actually, this AoE is big enough that you can stun both towers at the same time. I'm being hit by neither tower right now. That's pretty insane. that you are able to use that in the base like that. All right, now we're going to head back to the base. We're going to talk about some rune page and stuff. So pretty much I think Volibear is mainly going to be played as a top laner and a jungler. I think probably a top laner primary. I think top lane suits him really, really well. I think he can also jungle, and I think support is going to be played as well. I don't really think he's going to be a mid laner AD carry, obviously. It'll be interesting to see how good he is in top lane jungle and support. It's going to depend on what his numbers look like right now, his cooldowns, his damage, his just scaling, all that stuff. There's so many variables to go into it. It's hard to tell how good a champion's going to be just by looking at them. Obviously, Riot tries to make balanced champions all the time, and they sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. So it's hard for me to say just how good he's going to be. But obviously, over the weeks and months and stuff, they're going to patch him up, get him into a good spot, and I do believe in that. But in the end, I think he might probably end up being a top laner primary, but I think jungle and support will definitely be playable. As far as rune page and stuff, we can maybe throw a couple rune page up on the screen. I think that Conquer is going to be very, very good with them. I think the fact that you can get the W has such a short cooldown, and you can get like the W twice off in a fight. That's going to be really, really good with Conquer. It's going to really, his healing and stuff is going to be so annoying. He's also going to be really, really good in extended trades with this E. Getting this E shield, it does take a while to come down, but if you can E on yourself and get that shield off, you're going to be able to stay alive in extended trades, keep autoing people, keep just doing a ton of damage. It's going to give you a ton of healing. It's going to be pretty disgusting. So I think that's going to be really good. I think Conquer is going to be great on Volibear. I know before people were playing Press the Attack. That might even still be playable. I think Grasp the Undying is going to be very, very good in the top lane. If we're talking about jungle, I think Predator could even be viable in the jungle. And in support, I think you can bring Aftershock into the equation as well. But Conquer is just so good right now in so many different champions. It's like just so good. I think that is going to be just a really, really core rune page on Volibear a lot of the time. But you're definitely going to have some other options as well. Again, it'll be interesting to see what's the best, just how strong he is. But I don't think there's one thing that's necessarily going to be the best, but if I had to guess right now, I would say Conquer is going to be very, very good. As far as items in the top lane, Sunfire Cape's going to be great, obviously. I want to see if maybe he's going to go a damage build, like Triforce into Sterox or something like that. Deadman's Plate, Sunfire, Spirit Visage is going to be very, very good on him. Yeah, he's just going to be a very, very good full tank bruiser. His ultimate allowing him to turn off towers is going to be so good for setting up plays, tower diving and stuff. That's going to be good in both the jungle and even in support and top lane as well, helping to set up plays for his team. He definitely just has a way cooler kit than Volibear before. I've heard some people who played him already saying that maybe he lacks a little bit of damage and stuff right now. But he has an interesting kit, and I think he could be really, really strong. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. It's going to be interesting to see. Definitely, Volibear's out now. Definitely make sure you go check him out, try him out. As far as the free skin that Riot is giving away, I want to say it's called like 1,000 something Volibear. Volibear, yeah, 1,000 pierced Volibear skin. That is a skin that they said they're going to be giving away for free. That is going to actually start today on May 28th, and that is going to be going until June 10th. I know a lot of people are commenting on my old video saying, oh, we bought Volibear, we haven't received the skin yet or whatever. Don't worry about that. They're going to be like putting them out in waves. It doesn't start today until like this afternoon or even tonight, and then they said that's when they're going to start doing it. I'm not sure if everyone who had already bought Volibear last patch is going to get it right away, or if it's going to take a couple days or whatever. But again, you have up until June 10th to purchase Volibear and receive the free Volibear 1,000 pierced skin. It looks pretty interesting. It's kind of cool. I know some people really like it. Some people were really hating on it and saying that it doesn't look that cool. But I don't know. You'll have to go check it out for yourselves. Again, if you want to get that, all you have to do is own Volibear. If you bought him last patch, if you bought him anytime, if you owned him before, if you bought him last patch, and it's still, if you buy him this patch, so for the next 2 weeks, you still have the ability to get this new free Volibear skin. And, you know, if it's a free skin, why not take it? You might as well. It's not a bad skin by any means, and it'll be cool. And you just have another option. Even if you do think the base Volibear skin looks dope, I do think it looks pretty cool. You know, why not take the free skin, and if you buy them, you're just going to get it anyway. So yeah, so anyone who's wondering about that, that's what's going to happen with that. You will be receiving that soon. And if you have any problems, you know, definitely let me know, and we can hopefully get something straightened out for you. But I wouldn't be too worried about it. It's coming. Again, I'm surprised they don't have it out to people already, because obviously they've known when Volibear is coming out, and they knew people were going to be asking about it and stuff. And I get why you guys are worried or you know, stressing or whatever, but not too big of a deal. But yeah, pretty much it for this video today, guys. This was my Volibear guide. We ran through all of his abilities because, again, if you're going to be hopping into ranked or any games with a brand new champion, I think it's really, really important to know what he's doing, know his kit, know all his abilities, know the numbers, all of that stuff, and then have a strategy, know what lane, runes, guides, all of that stuff. So I want to help you guys out. I want to help you guys gain LP. So hopefully you learned from this video. Hopefully it'll help you out in the long run. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. What do you guys think about this new Volibear rework? Do you think it looks sick? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's dumb? Do you miss old Volibear? Whatever. And if you try it out, Let me know how it goes. Subscribe to update on my latest content. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next video. But until then, peace.